Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in this second video of the day, we've got a little bit of a special topic lined up, because as you can see, we're currently sitting here watching the premiere of the daily video that went up just a little while before this video that you're currently watching will be going live. As you can see, the premiere just ended. And I was talking to a lot of the people in the chat, and they were saying that they wanted an update video, because as you can see here on the chart of today's daily video, Bitcoin is below the level of support/resistance of $3,570. And if we look here on the actual market in live time, as the time of me recording this, we see that Bitcoin is actually trading above that level, above $3,575. So what happened there was I recorded today's daily video a few minutes before this breakout happened, and after I finished recording the video was uploaded, the thumbnail was made, all the tags were set, everything was ready to go for today's video. Bitcoin had a breakout, and it didn't make the entire video obsolete. Most everything that is talked about in this video is still very much relevant, and the Tech Geek, I am doing an update video right now. Most everything that is in that video is still relevant, so I do highly recommend that you go back and watch this video, because I talk about why exactly something like this breakout might happen. I'm going to be recapping it in today's video, but I do recommend you go and watch that video still. But we're going to be going ahead and breaking down this little breakout. This will be a slightly shorter video because we've already covered most of what there is to cover today. I just want to talk about this little breakout that has happened here over the last 10 minutes or so. Now, like I said, we're going to be brief. I want to go ahead and talk about why this breakout happened and why I thought that this was definitely a very large possibility. I laid out two possibilities in today's earlier video. I laid out the possibility of Bitcoin pulling back to $3,300 and the bears holding control and moving down to the 200 weekly simple moving average. That was one possibility, and I talked about how I'm not totally convinced that the bulls are back in control yet, and the bears might pull us back down here. And that's not what happened. The other scenario that I laid out actually did come to fruition, because in that video I also talked about two interesting things on this little correction that we've seen here out of Bitcoin recently. We saw that Bitcoin had a very major crash right there. We saw a slightly smaller crash right here. And then after we broke below $3,575, we saw an even smaller crash. We only crashed 2 or 3% below this support level, even though, as you can see, with these touches over here, there, and everywhere else, that is a very important level of support. So Bitcoin breaking this and not falling farther was actually a very bullish sign. We also saw that after Bitcoin crashed here, Bitcoin traded downward. And then after Bitcoin crashed here, Bitcoin traded sideways. And after Bitcoin crashed here, Bitcoin actually traded to the upside. Those three things or so basically gave me the idea that it seemed like Bitcoin was about to get some kind of bounce. And in fact, that's exactly what's happened. At the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is trading around $100 above that level of support, and we've now bounced, and we may be starting to move to the upside. And it does seem that what I was talking about in that video, the transition of power from the bulls to the bears, or from, in this case, from the bears to the bulls, is currently happening. Let's go ahead and talk about where Bitcoin may be moving in regards to this pump and where Bitcoin might be headed from here. Because at the moment, it seems that just a few hours ago, after we broke this, the bulls are back in control and the bears have become exhausted. Now, like I talked about in that video, it seems that we're moving into an accumulation phase and volatility is dropping off, and the factions are getting weaker. Both the bulls and the bears are collectively getting weaker. Both of the factions are weaker. So I don't know how long this rally is going to last. Bitcoin may only move up for the next 24 hours. Bitcoin may trade sideways for the next couple of days. Bitcoin could go down from here. There's a lot of things that Bitcoin could do. But if I were to pull back the weeds and say what I think is most likely here, I would think that Bitcoin is going to move up a little bit from here. Since we've already had this breakout, we've broken above this level of support, we're probably going to either trade sideways or up. I don't really see Bitcoin coming back down and testing this support level. I don't see why it would need to. And I don't really see Bitcoin crashing back below it, since we were already below it. Bitcoin, there's a small chance that Bitcoin pulls down here and tests support on this level, but I doubt Bitcoin would actually fall below this support level at this point. Now, sometimes what you'll see happen is, let me find an example of this. Bitcoin will have a level of support, and then it will trade up and down and up and down and up and down and invalidate that level of support. That's something that could happen here, but it seems to me, like I said, that Bitcoin is probably going to trade sideways after this, creating perhaps kind of a bull flag or a bull pennant where it trades inside a range like that, or in a bull pennant like this, and then breaks up, or it may just trade sideways for a little while. If Bitcoin does break up from here, there are a couple different levels of support that resistance that we're looking at. One of them has to do with this downtrend right here. As you can see, Bitcoin has 3 touches that actually establish establish a downtrend with a touch over here, a touch right there, and a touch right there. That's a downtrend that I would be looking at as a distant level of resistance. Now, of course, that is up here several $100s to the north, but we have seen Bitcoin move that fast, that quickly before, so it wouldn't surprise me if Bitcoin ran up to here. Another level that I'm looking at is out on the daily chart, and if we bring up our 20 exponential moving average, we're going to see that the 20 EMA is sitting not far above us, around $100 above us at $3,760. Watch out for that to be a level of resistance as well. The 20 daily exponential moving average is a remarkably powerful technical indicator and a very, very clairvoyant moving average, if you will. So be careful of this. This is going to be a moving average you want to look out for. Also, of course, the rest of your moving averages, we have the 50 moving average down here not far above us, and we also have the 20 moving average not far above us as well. These three moving averages are creating kind of a zone of resistance right here. So we're going to see some heavy resistance if Bitcoin starts to try to move up here towards $4,000. Anyway, guys, like I said, not a whole lot that I wanted to discuss here. Bitcoin did just make a tiny little move, so I'm going to make a tiny little video in response, but I did want to give you guys an update video. Like I said, pretty much everything here in this video is still relevant. I talk about a lot of long-term stuff, so if you haven't watched this video, I do recommend you go back and watch this video so that you'll have a little bit more understanding what I was talking about here, because I was building off of that video. Say hi to everyone in the chat. I told these guys that I was going to be recording this, so they get a little cameo in the video. Anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me if you want me to do more of these little mini update videos like this whenever a new breakout happens. I'm going to be actually fixing my internet so I can actually do proper live streams in the future, so these kind of videos will be live rather than pre-recorded. But anyway, guys, the longer I ramble, the larger the file size is, and the longer it will take for this video to get out, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I do want to thank each and every single one of you for watching again for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.